Secretary of State, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alan Spence of the Newsdesk Media Group, and I'm proud to be able to say that we are the media partner to the Atlantic Council on the Freedoms Challenge initiative. When I was a boy, I lived in a short distance from some magnificent hills, some wonderful moors in the north of England. They were scarred only by 3 gigantic golf balls, many, many meters across, which looked rather like great spaceships which had just landed. I remember, as if it was yesterday, asking my father what they were for, and he replied, "Well, son, they're a form of radar to pick up incoming nuclear missiles. And if they come, they'll give us 4 minutes' notice before they hit our cities." My innocence about the world died that day. It's a day that I've never forgotten. It certainly helped me understand the Cuban Missile Crisis. It certainly helped me understand when American and Russian tanks faced each other at Checkpoint Charlie. For that conversation with a loving parent made me aware for the first time of the potential threatening realities that lived beyond the safety and security of a young boy's world. Suddenly for me, things that could happen a long way away could affect me, my life, my family, my friends, my church, and of course, in Europe, it was all of these things which were never more threatened than here in Berlin, the epicenter of the 40-year winter of the Cold War. The Cuban missiles never flew, the tanks never exchanged fire at Checkpoint Charlie, and those great white golf balls that I remember when I was a kid, they never triggered any 4-minute warning. Why? Why? Because the people of Berlin stood firm. Because the people of Germany stood firm. And because the NATO alliance stood firm. And for millions of people throughout Eastern Europe and beyond, living in an unfree world, a world of state tyranny, was just simply unacceptable and abhorrent. In order to retain freedom, protect freedom, advance freedom, you must communicate the benefits and privileges of a free world each and every day. And in reinforcing that message, we must remember always great peoples, organizations, and individuals, past and present, who often, at great risk to their lives, have acted to ensure that the lights of freedom do not die. Indeed, they burn ever brighter. My company and I are proud to partner the Atlantic Council under Fred Kemp and the Freedoms Challenge initiative, and to salute and recognize courage and bravery. Tonight is a tribute to our wonderful honorees and who and what they represent. But this evening also marks the commencement of a campaign by the Atlantic Council to annually recognize, encourage and honor freedom's heroes. And as an Englishman, the only one who's spoken from here tonight, a European and an Atlanticist, I'm proud to support this campaign and the magnificent work of this organization under Fred Kemp's leadership. And now it gives me great pleasure to hand over to the Honourable Philip Murphy, the US Ambassador to Germany.